So a few months ago, I went in for my regular checkup with my hormone specialist, which some of you might know that I've been doing for a while now. And I was so shocked when she told me that I was showing some markers of inflammation. But the thing is, I felt fine. I wasn't sick, I wasn't in pain, but I had come off a really social few weeks prior. I had been going out to eat a lot, I had been having more alcohol than I normally do, I wasn't sleeping so great, and it definitely started showing up right in my blood work. And it really made me think that inflammation is this silent thing happening underneath the surface, and hardly any of us know about it. But it affects everything: how we age, how we feel, how our skin looks, and even how we lose weight. So today I want to share with you what I learned from my doctor, what caused the inflammation, and really surprising ways that I was able to bring it down super fast. So let's get into a little masterclass moment here. Inflammation 101 and why it matters for you. Now, inflammation isn't just pain or swelling. It can look like premature aging. It can look like bloating. It can look like weight gain, joint stiffness, and even fatigue. Now, if you're sitting there nodding your head being like, yeah, I have all of those. Yes, of course, being in perimenopause or menopause definitely makes your chances of being inflamed so much higher. Aren't we lucky? But here's the deal. It's not just about us looking better when we're less inflamed. Obviously, that happens too, but it's about really protecting your heart, your brain, your hormones, and even your metabolism. And when we're chronically inflamed, this is really the root cause of so many diseases and even premature death. So one of the biggest root causes of inflammation, it all starts in your gut. You might have heard the condition leaky gut before, but let me explain to you really simply exactly what it means. Leaky gut is really when the lining of your intestines become too permeable. So instead of filtering out toxins like it normally would if your gut lining is nice and strong and healthy and functioning optimally, instead it's going to let in things like toxins, food particles, and even bacteria, which can then pass into your bloodstream. So then what happens is your immune system jumps in to help just like a little Superman, and that's what causes systemic inflammation. And here's why this really matters for you. 80% of your immunity lies in your gut. So guess what? If your gut's inflamed, your entire body is. So while even though I was having a really great time with friends visiting and being so social, it definitely showed up in my blood work. And that is not something that I want, because I know it's going to make me feel crappy, look crappy, and can even cause health conditions later on. So one of the things that I have been doing that's been so easy and honestly the most enjoyable is doing this, taking Pique's Daily Radiance Liposomal Vitamin C. So by now, you know I am a huge fan of Pique and their products. I think their quality is second to none, and I truly have one of their Sun Goddess matchas every single day. Their liposomal vitamin C is kind of like a berry dessert, but it has anti-inflammatory benefits, which we love. I just tear open a packet once a day. It's easy to use, it's delicious, and the absorption is absolutely amazing thanks to the liposomal technology. And it combines the vitamin C with elderberry, which is a powerhouse when it comes to supporting your immunity. Now, I don't know about you, but this time of year, especially in the spring, my allergies start acting up and there's so many like colds and the weather is crazy. So this is such a great thing to add into your immunity routine. It helps me feel strong, it makes my skin really radiant, and it helps to keep the inflammation at bay and all of those cold and bugs away from me, because nobody's got time for that. And Pique is super clean, no sugar, no preservatives, and only 7 powerhouse effective ingredients. So try it risk-free and you get 20% off for life. Yes, you heard me right, my friends, for life. I'll leave all the information down below in the description box for you. If you don't know where the description box is, underneath my head here, you'll see the title of today's video. Tap on the word more, and then if you're on mobile, you'll have to tap on the word more again, and you'll find everything there for you. But seriously, just try it, and you're gonna thank me later. So we talked about me going out all the time and eating out in restaurants, and truly that is one of the joys of my life. I am such a foodie. I love exploring new restaurants when we travel, and here in Miami and when we lived in New York, it was like really our biggest pastime. But this is where the inflammation can really come in because of those pesky seed oils, which unfortunately almost every single restaurant uses. So this is the list of seed oils to avoid: canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, cottonseed oil, grapeseed oil, rice bran oil, and peanut oil. Now, peanut is technically a legume, but it also is known to cause some inflammation. So you kind of want to keep it away. So what are you supposed to do if you're a foodie like me and you love restaurants? Like, honestly, it's up to you. In my experience right now, I'm trying to just get this inflammation down. So I'm actually just not eating out that much. And if I am, I might just ask the waiter, like, what oils are you cooking in? And if it's possible, could you use avocado oil if that's possible, and just say that you have a food sensitivity, which isn't lying, because it is true, because your body is getting inflamed. Alcohol. We all know this, that alcohol is a toxin, and we all know that it causes inflammation, but sometimes it is nice to enjoy a cocktail. But here's the deal, my friend. Wine especially is really, really harmful when it comes to inflammation because of the high sugar in it. It disrupts your sleep, and if you're a perimenopausal or a menopausal woman, you're probably already experiencing the fact that, like, you know what, I used to be able to drink wine and now I can't. I have to say for myself now, red wine, anytime I drink it, as much as I enjoy a glass of red wine, to me right now, it's just not worth it, because I know I'm gonna really sacrifice a good night's sleep by having that glass of wine. But all alcohol, it doesn't matter what you are drinking, it is going to cause inflammation in your body. It's a toxin. So imbibe with discernment. Chronic stress and poor sleep are going to make you inflamed, and women are especially at risk of this because we tend to want to be heroes. We tend to want to just be like, it's okay, I'll push through. You're not doing yourself any favors. Just by doing that, by pushing through, working so hard, knowing that your body is tired and you need a rest, and forcing yourself to get more done, I promise you this is going to cause inflammation. I am looking at myself in a mirror here. It's very difficult for me to just rest and relax and do nothing. Just ask my team that works with me. And the truth is, it's what our bodies need, especially when it comes to inflammation. Now, you might even have hidden food sensitivities that you're not even aware of, but the biggest culprits are corn, soy, and even if you're not allergic, it can inflame you, which I have to say, I'm sure is what happened to me. And let's not forget about toxic products. I'm talking about your things that you put on your body, your skin, your hair, and your cleaning products, and even your food storage. Now, I talk about this a lot in my videos, but always just make best possible choices so that you're lightening up the toxic load on your body. And here's the deal, it's not about being perfect. Perfection does not exist, and I think in this modern world, it would be impossible for us to be perfect, but it's really about making those best choices when you can, day to day, meal to meal, choice to choice. So let's get into some of the surprising and honestly under the radar solutions and things that I've been implementing that have definitely been taking that inflammation down and are making me just feel more like myself so quickly. I have an infrared sauna blanket. I have to tell you, I love this thing so much. I honestly wish that I used it every single day. I don't, but I definitely try to use it a couple times a week. It makes you sweat. You get very, very sweaty. In fact, when I lived in New York, I used to go to a studio that had, beds with infrared sauna blankets, and I would just, like, especially in the winter time, you just get such a good sweat. And historically, I'm not much of a sweater even when I exercise, so it's so good to really just get all those toxins out of your body. It's a natural process, sweating, and it really can help with inflammation, aches and pains, and like I said, it makes you sleep like a little baby. Rebounding. I love rebounding, and I hope you do too. In fact, I did a whole video all about rebounding. If you want, after this video, you can check it out. It is so great for your lymph system, for your metabolism, for your heart health, but it also can help with inflammation. It's an easy, natural way to detoxify, increase your circulation, and lower that inflammation. And most importantly, it is so fun. Did you know that rebounding burns as many calories as running? What? I hate running. Sorry to all the runners out there, but it's just not my thing. So I love that this is a great, easy, and most importantly, fun thing to incorporate in my fitness routine. In fact, in my fitness membership, Total Body Transformation, we have loads of rebounder workouts for you to enjoy. All of my members in my community there, they absolutely love them. They request them all the time, and they're just like real crowd pleasers because it's just so much easier on your joints. But when it comes to inflammation, it is like a check plus. I've also been incorporating red light therapy. I have a red light mask that I love using. It reduces inflammation, it helps your skin tone, your skin texture, and again, it's just like a pampering thing. I also love that it's literally a 3-minute process, so we love that. I have a friend who is a genius, and she actually takes the strap off of hers, and then she'll flip it upside down so that she can treat her neck. How good is that? So if you want to treat your face and your neck, invest in a red light mask, take the strap off, and then you can just do a treatment from here to here in just minutes. But again, it helps with inflammation. So it's just a really powerful thing to do on a cellular level. I talk about this all the time, and honestly, I've been talking about this for over a decade here on YouTube, but magnesium baths. You need to start putting magnesium, aka Epsom salts, into your baths. And I'm telling you, I know, I get lazy when it comes. I have a big, beautiful bathtub, and sometimes I'm like, oh my God, it takes like literally a half an hour to fill the thing. I'm not complaining because it's nice and it's like almost like a swimming pool for me, but my sleep is so much better. I feel so much more peaceful. I can literally feel the cortisol lowering when I take a bath, and that is also like a sleep formula for me. So anytime I'm feeling stressed, agitated, or just like life is lifing, which is kind of like all the time, hop in the tub and add tons. I think at least like 2 cups of magnesium. I just take like a big scooper. You can get it on Amazon, and I'll leave some link down below for you. And finally, any kind of mindfulness practices. I know it might seem weird that when we're talking about a physical condition like inflammation, just lowering your stress. So hypnotherapy, regular therapy, breath work, journaling, meditation, all those things are going to help reduce your inflammation. I know it seems crazy, but it really does work, because when we feel less stressed, when we feel more centered, our inflammation lowers and our body always is functioning optimally. I mean, really think about it. The people that you know that are probably the least well in your life, that have heart conditions, that have skin conditions, that have, a host of other health problems, they're probably holding on to stress, and the body will never let you lie to it. So no matter what you can do to lower the stress, I'm always working on this myself, it will really help. And even if it's as simple as just taking 3 deep breaths, that can make a huge difference, even when it comes to inflammation. So the truth is, I didn't even realize I was inflamed, and I have to tell you, I was a little bit freaked out when it showed up in my blood work. Not because of vanity reasons, but because especially my heart health, I was like, oh no, we are not going down this road now that we are 50 years old. But what's amazing about all this is when you start addressing the root causes, you will feel so much better. You look better, your energy changes, your skin is glowing, and you just feel like the most confident version of you. And that's what we all want, right? So I want to remind you, it's not about doing everything, and it's not about being perfect, and it's not having this like perfect Instagrammable life, because honestly, I don't, and no one does. But it's about taking action and finding 1 or 2 small changes that you're going to start implementing right now to move the needle in a positive direction. So let's get active in the comments. Let me know, what is 1 step that you are going to start taking to lower your inflammation? I want to hear from you in the comments. Oh, and one thing that I've heard that really can help bring your inflammation down is by subscribing to my channel. Okay, I'm just kidding. But it is really a free way to help support my channel. So click on that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video and you want more content like this, give this video a big thumbs up and tap on that bell so you always know when I have a video that goes live. Oh, and if you want to keep hanging with me here on YouTube, make sure to check out this video next, and I'll see you there.